The Google TV streamer did not have that good of a reception since it offered a few upgrades over its predecessor while asking for double the price. But that did not deter me from getting one and customizing it from looking like this to this. However, the big question is, compared to other cheaper, similarly spec'd alternatives like the ON 4K Pro, can the Google TV streamer justify its price in 2026? Hello friends and welcome to the channel. The Google TV streamer comes nicely packaged in this plastic-free cardboard box. At the bottom of the box, we have the highlights of the main specs including Dolby Atmos, Dolby Vision and HDR. Unlike the Nvidia Shield, this streamer actually supports HDR10+, which allows you to stream HDR videos on YouTube. Upon opening the box, we notice that Google put an effort in the presentation of the streamer. By the way, this is the version that comes in porcelain color. The only other color option is hazel. Out of the box, we have this 1.8 meter USB-A to USB-C cable. Although it's not braided, I appreciate the generous length. We also get a small power adapter rated for 7.5 watts. This shows that the streamer really sips on power and could be alternatively powered using a power bank, as I will demonstrate later. Next is the remote, which to me feels ergonomic enough and has some nice clickiness to it. The remote has a built-in microphone at the bottom and a speaker at the back, which helps in locating the remote when lost. Stick around as I will show you how to do that. Google actually provides some AAA batteries for the remote. Unlike the usual negative to positive orientation, both batteries are installed in the remote with the positive terminals facing upward. Unfortunately, just like the Apple TV remote, this Google TV remote does not have backlight. It only has a small LED indicator at the bottom. Finally, we have the Google TV streamer itself. I understand the design is meant to be elegant and minimalistic, but truth be told, it looks like a bar of soap. Moving on, the I/O at the back of the unit consists of an LED indicator at the far left, a button that is used to find the remote or reset the unit, as I will demonstrate later, a USB-C port for power supply with OTG support, a gigabit Ethernet port, and finally a HDMI 2.1 port. If you need to attach a USB drive to this Google TV, you can use a Type-C hub with power delivery for that purpose. I forgot about the manual and the warranty card, but who needs them? For those who desire to know the nitty-gritty of the specs, you can pause the video and take a look at this spec sheet. Now that we are through with the unboxing, let's proceed to hook the streamer to the TV and set it up. First, we need to supply power by connecting the Type-C end of the power cable to the back of the unit and the other end to the wall outlet using the supplied adapter. Next, we will need a HDMI cable to connect the streamer to the TV. I appreciate you for watching this far. If you haven't yet subscribed, please consider doing so. Your support really means a lot. Everything is now connected. Let's proceed to set up the Google TV streamer. Since this is the first time the streamer is switched on, the splash screen and boot animation take a while to go away, so I will just speed through those sections. To pair the remote, we will press and hold the back and home buttons until the LED light on the remote starts pulsing. The next steps are self-explanatory, so I will fast forward or skip through. Finally, the Google TV streamer is now set up. This stock launcher feels bloated and will show ads pushed by Google. So I'm immediately replacing it with Projectivy Launcher. The downside is losing the Google Home panel for smart device control, but that's a trade-off I'm happy to make for a faster, ad-free experience. If you feel the same, I'll walk you through the steps I took to switch from this to this. The first thing to do is to enable developer options. You can do that by going to All Settings, System, About, then scroll down to Android TV OS build. Select it 7 times and the developer options will be unlocked. Under developer options, find and enable USB debugging and wireless debugging. Next, we need to download some 4 apps. These are ADB TV, Button Mapper, AutoStart App Manager, and finally Projectivy Launcher itself. After installing Projectivy Launcher, proceed to open it and customize it to your satisfaction. The accessibility method of forcing the Projectivy Launcher to override the stock launcher does not work on the Google TV streamer. In my case, the accessibility setting could not be enabled. So, the only workaround is to disable the stock launcher completely. That's why we lose the Google Hub functionality, which is integrated into the stock launcher. But before we disable the stock launcher, we need to do 2 more things first. Open the Button Mapper app and choose the Add Buttons option to map the home key to open Projectivy. Unfortunately, to add buttons, you will need a paid version of the app, which I recommend. When the app asks you to press the button to add, press the home key. This will of course send you back to the Google Launcher Home, as it is pre-programmed to do that. Just open the Button Mapper app again and you will see that a new button called Home now appears in the list. Proceed to select it and customize it to open Projectivy on a single tap. After that, you will now notice that when you tap the home key, the Projectivy Launcher will be opened and not the stock Google Launcher. The final step before we disable the Google TV Launcher is to use the AutoStart App Manager app to make Projectivy Launcher automatically start on boot. Otherwise, with the stock launcher disabled, your Google TV streamer will boot to a black screen even if you have Projectivy or any other third-party launcher installed. Now, to the very last step, open the ADB TV app and allow the initial debugging permissions. When the app is set, look for the Google TV app and disable it as shown. And that's it, my friends. We have now successfully set the Projectivy Launcher as the default launcher. I proceeded to further tweak the look of my Projectivy Launcher using the free Projectivy icon pack linked in the description. Let's now restart the Google TV streamer and see if the Projectivy Launcher will actually start on boot. The Projectivy Launcher successfully starts on boot. We can now enjoy a smooth, ad-free experience on our Google TV streamer. Now, if you ever want to undo everything and revert back to stock, the first step is to re-enable the Google TV app using the ADB TV app. Never uninstall the Projectivy Launcher without re-enabling the Google TV Launcher first. Otherwise, you will end up with a black screen for a launcher and will need to factory reset the streamer to get the old launcher back. I have shared my settings file that you can import to your Projectivy Launcher should you want the same setup as mine. Of course, be sure that you not only need to install the free Projectivy icon pack linked, but also purchase the premium version of the launcher as well. One of the main reasons I like the Google TV streamer is that it can be powered using a standard power bank. This makes it extremely portable. Pair it with a portable monitor like this Azopa Z3FC and you can set up a functional TV almost anywhere, whether you are camping or on the move, and continue enjoying your content without needing a wall outlet. Another feature I love is the Find My Remote button. Instead of using another remote to navigate menus and ring the remote like we do on the Shield TV, you can simply press the button at the back and the remote will beep, making it very easy to locate. The LED light will flash as well, but I'm not sure what good it will be when the remote is tucked behind the couch. The button can also be used to factory reset the streamer if you press and hold for about 27 seconds. Release the button when the light turns back white from amber. Would I recommend this over the Nvidia Shield? Honestly, yes. The Shield is now aged and this streamer is not only 50% cheaper but also has more RAM and provides full Google Hub functionality. In case you are into YouTube HDR, unlike the Shield, this streamer will support HDR on YouTube. It is also very inexpensive to power during blackouts. Compared to Walmart's ON 4K Pro, I still prefer this Google TV streamer despite the significantly higher price. This is because a major downside of the ON 4K Pro is that it is geo-locked to the US. That's all for this video. I appreciate you stopping by. Be sure to like the video if you found it informative and subscribe to the channel. Cheers!